on the right. 8 to shoot, tip ball. And over and back.
Louisiana Tech has come out and brought the energy in this game. Dribble penetration against the mighty LSU defense. They're not scared.
Since being the first to make wipers over a century ago, Trico has protected drivers in all kinds of weather. Torrential downpours, gale force winds, wintry blasts, even when it's raining cats and dogs. Hey, who came up with that phrase anyway? Just imagine if it actually started. Alright. No matter what the conditions, Trico wipers maintain maximum windshield contact for safe, clear driving visibility, even in the harshest weather metaphors.
Cases of anxiety in young adults are rising as experts warn of the effects on well-being caused by the pandemic.
I could maybe eat 2 cheeseburgers and a cherry limeade.
Oh, yeah. What size? Route 44?
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
And if you're gonna do it wrong, do it right.
Well, if you're gonna eat
the dessert.
eat
Buy
a dessert.
the shoes. Besides, the drink is half off.
You have too many shoes.
I know.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Let's finish that smile. There we go. That's perfect.
Wow, that's incredible.
Incredible? Yeah. Using Zelle to send money to friends and family right from your banking app is incredible.
Oh, no, I was talking about the snowmen.
I know, right? This one's saying that with Zelle, he can send money to other snowmen pretty much wherever they bank. I like that guy.
Zelle. Look for it in your banking app.
So where is this game being played? Bossier City, just outside of Shreveport. From Baton Rouge, from Ruston. It's about an hour's drive from Louisiana Tech. A bit of a healthier journey from LSU as they meet on this neutral floor. LSU, you had asked Will Wade about being willing to play in-state teams. He's willing to play anybody, and they have had a great season so far.
I love that about Will Wade, and I think that other Power 5 schools, don't give the quote-unquote smaller schools that opportunity. Look at the fans here. There's an excitement here. There's a buzz that traditionally you don't see in maybe December non-conference games. So hats off to Will Wade, but all of a sudden, his team's got a hole to dig out of.
Eason, 3 ball. Off. And the board to Louisiana Tech. So Damian Bradford, Texas A&M transfer. Corner look. David Green, the Hofstra transfer off. 1 weak side by Kenny Hunter. Archibald opposite. Lofton getting a breather, not on the floor here. Turnover again. Eric Gaines down the lane. Some forced shots that aren't quite in flow for LSU at times.
Great example of that. Just zero rhythm. I think that's the word I was looking for. Was like they haven't had an offensive set with any fluidity in the first 10 minutes of this game. LSU.
Archibald feeds corner. 3 ball off for Caleb Stewart. Multiple subs lie in wait for both teams. 4 for the Bulldogs. Pinson, corner fudge. Days has it weak side, and there's 1,000 points for Darius Days, and a flop warning to Archibald.
Now watch Archibald there. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that call to push before. Instead, Days is able to get position, and then Archibald gets called for the flop. I've been in Archibald's position where you're like, well, I'm not going to block this shot. Let's see if the ref calls a charge. Obviously, this officiating crew is not fooled.
And Doug Sermon's lead official made the call. He's worked 7 of the last 8 Final Fours. Tic-tac-toe passing. Good closeout defensively for LSU. Opposite corner, Bradford hit the top of the backboard. Eric Gaines all over the place.
They're shooting a lot of threes, aren't they, Louisiana Tech? Seems like every time down.
Here, travel. It does feel like they fell in love with that a little bit. Yeah, they buried three in the early stage of the game. They can hit the three, but they're not a three-point heavy team.
No, and it's important that they make a few, but I think you got to get number 2 in White a touch right now. You see early on, they've already taken 12 threes, so they're on pace to shoot 48 threes for this game. You like that quick math, John?
70%. Bradford, opposite, Christian. Lofton, one of the easier boards that he's had. Willis, 3-ball. When they go down, they look good. Gaines, nice move, lost Williams. Just a little strong, tipped sideline, out of bounds.
Louisiana Tech is just winning all of the hustle. And then Willis buries the 3. He had 16 earlier. You know, Louisiana Tech opened their season against Alabama. That was the game where Willis had 16 against. And I asked Eric Conkle, I go, do you wish that game was maybe in December, a month that you're undefeated? And he goes, no, I love playing a tough game right away. It sets the tone to see where we are as a squad and what we need to work on. I watched that Alabama game. John, it was not competitive. Louisiana Tech got really beaten up in that game.
And you had said getting Lofton touches was part of the puzzle, the problem they had. Turn it over. Gaines throws it down.
Gaines may have the longest arms I've ever seen. That is like custom shirts only.
Picks the pocket of Kobe Williams, then playgrounds it off his hip out of bounds.
Gaines has brought some energy here, but if he lived in a studio apartment, he could be cooking eggs, taking out the trash, and answering the front door all at once. LSU trying to crawl back in this game.
On my travels across the country, I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance and protect yourself from things like fire, theft, or in this case, water damage. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance at geico.com.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every great play starts the night before. My Sleep Number 360 smart bed tracks my circadian rhythm, average heart rate, and breathing rate, so I know how well I'm sleeping. It's also temperature balancing, so I stay cool. And it senses my movement and automatically adjusts to help keep me comfortable all night. Sleep Number takes care of the science, so I can focus on other things. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number.
I love a good deal. I love finding good deals like this because this Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap is 99 cents.
I feel like they just marked it wrong, but I'm not telling.
Right. Sonic Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap.
Christmas trees try so hard. Lights and ornaments and little choo-choo trains, come on. The best trees, they kind of only need 2 things. Peanut butter and chocolate. Not sorry, Reese's.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Gorilla for the toughest jobs on planet Earth and by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure.
5 combined NBA MVP awards. Hall of Famers both Karl Malone and Shaquille O'Neal represent each side of these schools as it stands. Your all-Louisiana team.
Yeah, get at me. You want to know something? Tweet at me at TimDoyle00. Did I miss anybody? I thought this was the easiest team of all time. You know, honorable mention, maybe Stanley Roberts. But anybody else, I'm all ears because Karl Malone and Paul Millsap had outstanding NBA careers. The former Chris Jackson.
offensive foul. Efton Reed comes up with a smirk. He believes there might have been an acting job there from Lofton.
Let's check out one more time here. You know, Lofton is starting to get accolades of All-American type status. So, you know, Reed's only a freshman. Lofton's a guy who's had games this year against NC State where he had 36 points and 17 rebounds. 2 games after that, he followed it up with 31 points and 14 rebounds and a great win over Santa Clara.
That's 2 fouls on Reed, who has gone to the bench.
I think gotta give him a touch here.
Lofton wants it. Head on the bounce, and they read that.
Oh, it was so slow developing, wasn't it? It's like they saw the knee draw.
Lob down low, Eason, right under the cup. And there's such a calmness and a methodical nature to how LSU is getting back in this.
Well, this is their calling card, getting offense from their defense. A guy like Gaines has come in. This is an excellent pass there by Brandon Murray, just lobbing it over the top, and Eason has done that. He's given them energy off the bench. That's been the story all year. He's led the Tigers in scoring 7 out of 10 games. You see Murray goes to the bench with his second foul. Probably not going to see him the rest of the half.
Williams running point. Bulldogs lost Isaiah Crawford for the year with a knee injury. Williams out of nowhere counted. Alex Fudge.
I just once want to be able to jump like this. Is Fudge's head above the rim there? Oh, his arms certainly are.
And it's the length of the team, but in particular, Fudge and Gaines alter so many shots. And Will Wade told us it was at VCU that he started charting deflections and the value he sees in that hustle and how it leads to wins. Their goal is to get about 40 deflections a game. They're averaging in the mid-30s right now. Pinson defended by Lofton, 9 to shoot. Wilkinson shakes his man. Just about flat-footed, banks it in.
You could feel the tide of this game, John, is starting to turn a bit here. That's why I would love for Louisiana Tech. Some would call that clean, but they call the foul there as Gaines once again with those long arms. But great body control. And then able to use the glass. LSU clawing back into this game, down 8.
The last time these teams met, December of last year, LSU led by 21 at the half. So Louisiana Tech that's enjoyed a double-digit lead most of the first half so far. And a foul. Lonnie Wilkinson. Fouls piling up on the Tigers. That's 17 fouls.
Well, that was a big reaction, John, from the LSU bench. Normally you don't see that. You see Will Wade's not happy, but it was like 6 LSU staff members, teammates, they all stood up at once questioning that call. But instead of one-on-one opportunity, got to make your free throws here. If you're going to pull off an upset like that, you got to take advantage of these opportunities.
Houston Willis, 80% shooter. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1.
Some would say there, John, ball, don't lie.
Gaines fouled. Be sure to tune in to that other pregame show tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, as the crew will get you set for the full day's NFL slate. That's that other pregame show tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Now will the pressure mount from LSU. One of the best in the country turning opponents over.
I just think you have to get Lofton a touch, and there he is.
Home run pass and an easy rattle down.
It's a hard guy to lose.
Well, guards getting back has been a concern for LSU. Despite its success in turning teams over and the way they thrive in transition, there are flaws in that transition defense. Aggressive take, blocking foul.
I mean, I don't know how Lofton basically snuck behind the secondary there, was able to get a layup. You heard the crowd reaction before. I just want to tune you in. Team fouls, LSU, you see there 7. Louisiana Tech with only 2. That's maybe why the sarcastic clapping there from Tiger Nation.
Just gets it into Days, who's been fairly quiet. Days, their second leading scorer, their leading rebounder. Gets fed in the corner. Dangerous contact as Lofton boxed out. Eason putback is off. Loose ball with bodies flying, won by Days. Deep look, Pinson. Rebound, Eason, foul. That'll be his first.
I mean, you want to talk about big-time college basketball? You got some physical play there. Obviously, that's not Lofton's strength. He was trying to box out on that play. Bodies are flying everywhere. Crowds into this game. Love the energy here between two rivals, and we all know Louisiana Tech, they have to play second fiddle to LSU, whether it's in the newspaper or getting the recognition on the local news. So this game means so much to them. This is their Super Bowl to go up against the Tigers.
Xavier Christian, one of the captains for the Bulldogs, 82% shooter, converts on the first. He was one of Eric Conkle's best players, and then had a medical issue that was suffered in practice late November of 2018, cost him the rest of the season. His resolve to come back from those challenges and play came shortly after perhaps his best game as a Bulldog. That's when he had 15 when they played LSU tough earlier that same month and lost by only a couple of possessions. Eason, eager, drops it down from deep.
I really like Eason's game. It's inside, it's out, it's in transition, it's super smooth.
Williams, a little more helter-skelter. Willis, their best shooter. Off, and Eason's got it weak side.
I would go back to that Eason matchup, against Lofton.
3-ball again, off. We haven't heard from Amari Archibald in a while. He controlled the game in the first few minutes.
He made some big shots at the end of the shot clock. And when you get Louisiana Tech in the half court, in my eyes, they've shot too many threes here. I think you got to get number 2 a touch.
There he is. Swish, Xavier Christian. Back to 10. And a travel.
LSU got great energy off the bench. Eason, a couple of hoops. But on the flip side, Louisiana Tech, they're not scared. They're in the lead.
Tops, a pregame show that's top ranked,
top notch,
top tier. That other pregame show tomorrow on CBS Sports Network.
Since being the first to make wipers over a century ago, Trico has protected drivers in all kinds of weather. Torrential downpours, gale force winds, wintry blasts, even when it's raining cats and dogs. Hey, who came up with that phrase anyway? Just imagine if it actually started. All right. No matter what the conditions, Trico wipers maintain maximum windshield contact, for safe, clear driving visibility, even in the harshest weather metaphors.
Garlic or butter? You can only pick one for the rest of your life.
We can't like have alternate visitation weekends?
Just one.
I'm gonna go with garlic.
Really?
Well, wait, no.
Sonic garlic butter bacon burger. I might have to rethink it. I don't know.
I think we all need to rethink it.
These little cups would make great stocking stuffers. But how about right now in your mouth stuffers? Happy holidays to your mouth. Not sorry. Reese's.
How do you live? How do you fight when you can't fight with all your might?
And Hilliard's got speed. Oh, and he broke the tackle. He could go.
End zone. Touchdown.
Oh, what a grab.
Coming up, AT&T 5G at the half. Brent Stover, Chris Walker, Brandon Rush, John Rothstein. They'll get you caught up on all the action of college basketball. Head your way on AT&T 5G at the half. So Doyle's Dish. What do you have for us today on the menu?
Yeah, on the menu is, how about at the SEC? If you don't know, now you know. 6 teams in the top 25. Not sure if LSU is going to be there if they lose this game. Baylor back to #1 and still undefeated. They have a style of play that's really hard to duplicate in practice. The WCC's for real, and San Francisco and Todd Golden undefeated right now, and then obviously what COVID has done lately, now 6 postponements. And I think it's approaching a fluid situation again, John.
And we are right there. That includes one of the other nationally undefeated teams, Colorado State, had its game wiped. There are 7 unblemished teams left in Division I at the day's start, including LSU. That's been in peril, basically from jump. Lofton wants it against Days. Gets fed by Willis. 5 to shoot. Double comes, fall away. Air ball.
Good job. Good job by LSU, John, pushing him out of, see where he ended up catching the ball? He's like 16 feet away to post up. They're going to get a foul there on Christian down low. But you don't want Kenneth Lofton in his sweet spot, which is like 7 feet and in. And look at that catch. I mean, look how far away, look at all that distance there. And then you got help defense. I don't think Louisiana Tech's doing a good enough job swinging the ball side to side. They're 5 of 16 from 3, and before that miss, they were actually 6 of 8 from 2. So they got to be shooting more 2s, being more aggressive, getting Lofton more touches.
Christian to the bench with 2 fouls. Bradford's in. Eason is wanted one-on-one against Lofton in the half court. Lies in wait. Screens for Gaines. Days sticks it. Sideline trap shown. Archibald.
If you're Will Wade, if you can get this to under 6 going into the half, you got to feel pretty good about that.
Williams zigzagging.
Now, what I really like about LSU is Eason and Days at 6'7" and 6'8", John, they can create their own shot. And whether it's stepping out for 3 or putting the ball on the floor, good job by Louisiana Tech. This is them being aggressive, getting into that 2-point range. Well, this doesn't count as a field goal attempt, but in my eyes, it was an attacking move, and now you get a chance to, shoot a 1-and-1.
9 team fouls on LSU. That was Pinson's first. The last of the 1-and-1s for the Bulldogs this half. Williams sinks it. Louisiana Tech has not beaten a ranked team since 1991. That was when Anthony Dade, who scored nearly 2,000 in his Bulldog career, dropped 20. They hit free throws down the stretch and knocked off a New Orleans team that was led by a Louisiana Tech alumnus who went on to even bigger heights collegiately and in the NBA. Tim Floyd was the head coach back then. Wilkinson falling away over Archibald. No. Eason wins it. The ball has found him. Fudge sweeping to the hoop, draws the foul. Well, these are the all-time wins over ranked teams in Louisiana Tech history, 3-41 all time. That's how big a win like this could be.
Yeah, and then obviously beating a team like LSU, who's ranked, you could argue biggest win ever. Do you know what the #1 song was when they knocked off New Orleans in February of '91? It was CC Music Factory. Everybody Dance Now, which is played, I believe, in 94.6% of arenas during games.
That's when they break out Jock Jams, Volume 2.
Yes, everybody knows. Yeah, whoop, there it is. A little Gary Glitter action.
Now, these are big free throws, under 2 minutes. Louisiana Tech has known basically a 3-possession lead for most of the half.
That was a good job by Fudge. He knew he had Lofton on him. He took advantage of it, being aggressive, goes to the line and makes him pay. Yeah, like I said, if Will Wade can get this to 6 or below, he's got to feel pretty good.
Williams double, bad diagonal pass, got a little lucky. Bradford. Lofton cleans it up. And a flop. So we've got 2 flop whistles in this game.
I'm going to start calling that on my children. Just flops. It's a flop. Go to your room.
I'd love to see how Mom reacts.
Yeah, like the neighbor's kids, you're flopping. Go home. You can't be hanging out here.
That is a point of emphasis, both in the Doyle household and in college basketball. Under 90 seconds. Bulldogs by 10. Wilkinson rejected by Archibald.
Now, this is just an amazing job by Archibald. Has made some big shots early in the game, and coaches don't want to hear this, John, but when you make shots, you play harder on defense. They want you to play hard all the time. You don't normally do that as a player. You just play a little bit harder when the ball's going in.
Eason. Archibald lost handle, resettles. Under a minute. And Lofton draws the foul.
Yeah, it's not always pretty from Kenneth Lofton, but it's effective. And I talked to him before the game, and I said, who do you like to watch at the pro level? And he gave me 2 interesting names. Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP for the Denver Nuggets, and James Harden. That was kind of a Harden-esque foul, the way he threw his body in there and got himself to the free throw line. And I think his shot, as he goes on and on, because he's honestly listed as a freshman, but it's his 2nd year in college basketball. You watch the rotation on the ball, the form, it's good, it's there.
Free throw off.
Now, his shot may be improving in his eyes, maybe a little bit better than what his coach believes as far as stepping out and shooting threes, but he's going to get fouled a lot. It's important that he goes to the line and makes teams pay.
It's 1 of 2. LSU stout defense has been averaging 24 points allowed at halftime on the year. That's 35 for Louisiana Tech. How are you managing shot to game clock if you're LSU?
You know, I'm a big 2-for-1 guy. Nobody does it in college basketball, but they should get a shot off here right away. It's the math of it, but college coaches don't like to relinquish that power of the 2-for-1 with their players.
Days. The whistles have piled up.
Now, if you don't understand what the 2-for-1 is, it ends up, this is what LSU is going to get here. So they potentially get 2. Now Louisiana Tech can get 2 or 3, but now you get the ball back again. So you could end up getting 5, and the other team could get 0, versus, you know, if you only have 1 possession, then you could actually lose a point if you make a 2 and they make a 3. So it's always better to do 2-for-1. But And it only happens once in college basketball. It's only one half versus 4 quarters. But no one seems to think like that or do that. And I think eventually the analytics will catch up of the 2-for-1. Now, Louisiana Tech, they don't have enough time simply to do it here.
Was Lofton out offense, defense, protecting from fouls?
Yes, more, offense. You want him in, for sure.
Days wins the loose ball. Gaines. Tipped by Days again. Rattles down. Timeout, Will Wade. He sprinted to midcourt. Will step aside. 16 seconds. Bulldog ball.
At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has wheels and an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast. At Napa, when we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits.
The hustle, relentless on the boards.
They play volleyball here, John. There's 1. There's 2, and then the third time ends up being the charm. That is the advantage that LSU has. And they just got blitzed to start this game. Louisiana Tech made not 1 but 2 shots at the end of the shot clock. They fell behind 8-0. Since that point, they've played even basketball. But this is a big momentum shot here because Louisiana Tech, they've had all the momentum in the first half. Make a basket here, fans going to be pretty amped.
They've led by as many as 13. Can they make it double digits at the break against the 19th ranked team in the country? Williams, 3 seconds, 3 ball. Bad miss. 35-27 at halftime. Bulldogs looking solid.
It was all about the defense for Louisiana Tech, and Will Wade is going to need to make some adjustments, John.
We'll step aside. We'll be back with more. LSU getting a challenge and facing a deficit against an in-state foe.
You hear that? That is the sweet sound of success. Conference USA student-athletes know it's the grind that ultimately leads to success. So they learn how to grind on the field, in the classroom, and most importantly, in life. It takes commitment to build the next generation of great college athletics programs. So we'll continue the grind because it's the CUSA way.
At Louisiana Tech, we do a little bit of everything. We do some of this, and we do a whole lot of this. But most importantly, we do this. And this. Oh, and this. So what's stopping you from becoming a part of this? Apply today at lawtech.edu/apply.
Looking to give someone the perfect gift? Scan the QR code and you'll discover hovering lamps that will mesmerize them. Electric bikes they'll get a charge out of. Chess sets that will capture their imagination. Hanging fireplaces they'll instantly warm to. Carbon fiber speakers that will leave them speechless. Or give that special someone a Touch of Modern gift card and let them discover the perfect gift themselves at touchofmodern.com.
When you know it's time to get back in shape, Total Gym makes it easy to take the first step, then the second, and the third. It works your entire body with over 80 different exercises. Using your body weight as resistance, it delivers cardio and strength training in every workout. Total Gym won't just change how you feel, it'll change your future. Total Gym is ready to ship. Get yours today. Go to TotalGymDirect.com for special offers.
One car accident. Everything just fell apart. My car insurance dropped me. I got a ticket for driving uninsured, so I couldn't drive to work. Now I'm behind on the rent. What's next?
Need car insurance? A bad driving record doesn't have to stop you. Get coverage for as little as $20 down with Good to Go auto insurance and proof of insurance on the spot. Visit goodtogo.com and get things back on track. Visit goodtogo.com. That's good, the number 2, go.com.
CBS Sports presents AT&T at the half. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure.
Welcome in. It's AT&T at the half. Brent Stover, Brandon Rush, Chris Walker, and our insider John Ross.
Giddy up.
Okay, 19th ranked LSU going into Shreveport, down by 8. How are the Bulldogs getting this done here?
Listen, I knew this was going to be a tough game. Eric Kunkel's done a great job. He's won almost 70% of his games, and he can't get people to play him. So now you play neutral site, which I'm sure Will Wade didn't want to do, in Shreveport, probably a packed house, and they don't shoot the ball well. Shooting 29% from the field, 20% from 3. Even though Louisiana Tech has missed 12 threes, they've made 5. They're 5 for 17, but you're playing against a team in LSU who gives up the least amount of points per game in the country, and they get the second most steals. They're playing lights out. Kenny Lofton Jr., your favorite player, John, is playing. It's being a round mound of rebound and being a problem. And I'm telling you right now, if they're not careful, right, best start since 99-2000, it's in jeopardy tonight.
7 points and 4 boards for Lofton. You mentioned they've hit 5 threes. They lead by 8. Meantime, CBS Sports Classic was originally 4th-ranked UCLA taking on North Carolina, while 15th-ranked Ohio State was set to play 21st-ranked Kentucky, but due to COVID issues with the Bruins and Buckeyes, turned into just one matchup. North Carolina battling Kentucky, and the Tar Heels, well, they bit off more than they could chew. Xavier Wheeler, Ty Washington, a wing 3. Wildcats up 28-11, and they just poured it on, Brandon.
Mintz finds Wheeler for the easy lay-in. Here he goes right now. Dumps it down for the Thunder. Bring it home.
Keon Brooks there, and then Wheeler strong. He had a season high at 26, 98-69 over on CBS. Kentucky, they win, and they win big, John.
Big win for Kentucky, but North Carolina taking a snow day in Las Vegas, something you never thought was possible. And we look big picture right now. The ACC does not have a bona fide sparring partner for Duke at the top of this conference. Duke has not won a share of the ACC regular season title since the 2009-10 season and hasn't won an outright ACC regular season title since 05-06. That will change this year. Duke does not have an adversary or competitor at the top of the ACC that can, throughout the season, compete for a regular season title.
Chris, I always say, like, I don't agree with John often, but I'm going to agree with him on that one.
Happy holidays to you too, bud.
But the amazing thing is, like, you know, the ACC, we think of this powerhouse conference, and it's just down this year. Well, it's just down this year. Think about people coming back from, having a COVID year, talking about transfers. It just has not transferred over to other teams. And Duke, far and away, looks like the class. And Coach K may get his first, as you said, since 2010, which is amazing.
Well, we got to start asking ourselves right now, how good is North Carolina? They've beaten Michigan. What's Michigan? They've beaten Furman. Okay. Their 3 losses against Purdue, Tennessee, and Kentucky have come by an average of 18.3 points per game. Brent, we're not talking about kickball. We're talking about trying to build a resume for the NCAA tournament. And as far as the eye test goes, the Tar Heels failed today.
Wow.
Anything else, John, before we get
I mean, can we stretch it? I mean, how long's
more time?
Pressure's on Hubert Davis.
More top 25 action up next. Also over on CBS, Mark Fuzak took on the Red Raiders in the Jerry Colangelo Classic. And 8th-ranked Arizona getting a surprisingly tough first half from Cal Baptist. That and more after the break.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every great play starts the night before. My Sleep Number 360 smart bed tracks my circadian rhythm, average heart rate, and breathing rate, so I know how well I'm sleeping. It's also temperature balancing, so I stay cool. And it senses my movement and automatically adjusts to help keep me comfortable all night. Sleep Number takes care of the science, so I can focus on other things. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number.
This holiday, Verizon has the deal that gets better and better and better.
Get iPhone 13 Pro on us when you trade in your old or damaged phone.
Here, the phone everyone wants on America's most reliable network. Better? Better. That's not all. The new iPhone and up to 7 entertainment subscriptions for your family, like Apple Music, Apple Arcade, and more. Better? Better. Not done. The new iPhone, the entertainment, and up to $1,000 when you switch. Better. This year, holiday better with Verizon, because everyone deserves better.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
The great thing about the app is we're going to get happy hour pricing on our drinks.
That's right.
No matter what time.
It's happy hour every hour.
Let's be honest. Anytime I see a discount, I'm going to go for it.
Right.
I don't care what it is. I have to have that.
Yeah. Anything that is half price tastes twice as good, right?
Right?
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice. Our voices can be heard
Outside of sports.
as student athletes. We have a platform. Now, more than ever, it's important that we listen, learn, and lead, and raise our voices for change.
We can all do more.
Now is the time to make a difference.
This is our chance.
This is our chance to make a better tomorrow.
Together, we will continue the conversation.
We have a voice.
At Louisiana Tech, we do a little bit of everything. We do some of this, and we do a whole lot of this. But most importantly, we do this. And this. Oh, and this. So what's stopping you from becoming a part of this? Apply today at lawtech.edu/apply.
Welcome back to AT&T at the Hack.
Brent, you've got some roots in Shreveport, and so does a lot of Louisiana Tech faithful. Amari Archibald partying the Red Sea like Charlton Heston. It's the holidays. La Tech by 8.
35-27. Earlier on CBS, Western Kentucky looking to carry the flag for Conference USA, taking on Louisville.
Oh, David Young, McKnight with a nice little lob pass to Jamarian Sharp with a two-hand pull-up. There's no lot for transfer from the corner pocket right in front of the Western bench going, whoa, look at me. Oh, Richard Johnson, part the Red Sea. How about Cameron Justice right there with the nifty move, going to the rim again, saying weight room. Mr. McKnight, Rick Stansberry gets the dub. Wow.
Okay, so good CUSA victory. How about UAB against West Virginia, John?
Teacher against student. Bob Huggins against Andy Kennedy. Josh LeBlanc, senior, by way of LSU in Georgetown. 54-51 UAB. Sean McNeil in his 19th year of college basketball using the glass. Mountaineers by 1. And then the Tasmanian Devil with a three-point shot. Nice shot right there, those two.
6-point win there. Southern Miss loses to the Warhawks 74-65. Northern Iowa is able to take down Marshall by 15. And North Texas, good win against Wichita State. The Mean Green get it done, a season high, tying 23 from Tyler Perry coming off the bench. Cal Baptist and number 8 Arizona, Benedict Matherin, Zona up 6. I tell you, Cal Baptist played really well in the first half, but just too much of the Wildcats. Azulis Tubelis, 44-33. Then more from the big fella Tubelis.
Tubelis on the block, fakes one way, shoots the hook. Easy bucket.
How about Matherin from outside?
From the wing, and he knocks it down. Wildcats run with it.
Yeah, 84-60, the Wildcats 11-0. Providence taking on 20th ranked UConn, John.
Yeah, Tyrese Martin back. Adama Sanogo still out. That means the door is open for Nate Watson having a big-time 50 year. R.J. Cole going to kick it out to Tyler Polley. And along comes Polley. He makes it a 2-point game. But then Al Durham, the Indiana transfer, has been huge. That's the play of the game. Ed Cooley, the Friars, sending a message.
They're 11-1, 4-point wins. And the Big East, Marquette in 22nd ranked. Xavier with 8 and change to play in the game.
Look at DeJuan Odom looking like the dream with a little fake and a little pull-up in the lane. There it is, Greg Elliott driving baseline. Greg Elliott knocks down the 3 from the corner. They're hype right now on Xavier's home court. Look at that dime. Drop the dime. The two-hand pull-up by Mr. Jack Nungy. And how about this? Nate Johnson with the 3. There it is. That's where it ends. Travis Steele gets a big one.
Good one. 25th ranked Texas Tech. Number 5 Gonzaga over on CBS. Jerry Colangelo Classic. Clarence Nadolny layup. Red Raiders within 2, but Gonzaga pulling away up double digits.
Off the little small curl, he knocks it down.
Julian Strotha there, and then Andrew Nemhart here.
Nemhart, corner pocket, like practice.
Zags, 9-2. They win 69-55. Second half of LSU and La Tech from Shreveport with our guys John Sadak and Tim Doyle coming up after the break.
Thank you for watching AT&T at the Half.
I love a good deal. I love finding good deals like this because this Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap is 99 cents.
I feel like they just marked it wrong, but I'm not telling. Right. Sonic Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap.
It's your Uncle Cooper. These Cooper and Duramaxes aren't just tough. They're everyday tough. Okay, there's a lot of improvement. Go with the Coopers.
When you know it's time to get back in shape, Total Gym makes it easy to take the first step, then the second, and the third. It works your entire body with over 80 different exercises. Using your body weight as resistance, it delivers cardio and strength training in every workout. Total Gym won't just change how you feel, it'll change your future. Total Gym is ready to ship. Get yours today. Go to TotalGymDirect.com for special offers.
At touchofmodern.com, we always surprise, excite, inspire, because our expertly curated products are never ordinary, never mundane, and never in a million years what you'd expect to see or imagined you'd ever have. Here's to the thrill of discovering the next exceptional and unexpected product. To check it all out, scan the code now.
One car accident. Everything just fell apart. My car insurance dropped me. I got a ticket for driving uninsured, so I couldn't drive to work. Now I'm behind on the rent. What's next?
Need car insurance? A bad driving record doesn't have to stop you. Get coverage for as little as $20 down with Good To Go auto insurance and proof of insurance on the spot. Visit goodtogo.com and get things back on track. Visit goodtogo.com. That's good, the number 2, go.com.
19th ranked and undefeated LSU trails Louisiana Tech 35-27. John Sadak, Tim Doyle, what stood out to you in that first half that did not see LSU have the lead at any point?
Yeah, I think Louisiana Tech came out and they made some threes at the end of the shot clock. All of a sudden, they started to believe. And you give a team confidence, all of a sudden they can become really scary. Kenneth Lofton Jr. set a tone for them. It wasn't great in the first half, but it was good enough. It was efficient enough. He only took 5 shots. He had 7 points. 4 rebounds. I think he needs some more touches as Louisiana Tech took 17 threes in that first half. Even Chris Walker there in the studio goes, maybe a little bit too many threes. And how LSU got back in the game was simple, their defense. Coming into this game, number 1 in college basketball, fewest points allowed per game. Number 2, stealing the basketball in that first half. They had 6 steals. I think they have to play smarter on defense. 3 of their starters had 2 fouls, and Louisiana Tech kept going to the free throw line, and they took advantage of that.
Let's take a look at the game summary brought to you by AT&T 5G. 29% for LSU. Is that too many threes for them in the first half?
Probably not. No, I mean, that's part of the game. I think if you're shooting 29%, you got off to a slow start. If you're Will Wade, I don't think you're in that bad a shape. You know, there was a point in this game where LSU had 17 fouls, Louisiana Tech had 0. So I would say it's probably about as bad a half as they played all year. Probably that was their worst half of basketball, and it's still single digits. First 4 minutes going to be really important for LSU. They have to win the first 4 minutes, get back in this game, as well as the swing momentum.
Underway here in the second. Louisiana Tech looking for its first win over a ranked team since 1991. Twisting shot, Efton Reed, who spent much of the first half on the bench in foul trouble.
I love that out of a halftime call play, get your big guy a touch, and he is old school. We saw him with the right hook in the first half and then the left hook to start the second half.
He went to the pine with just under 8 remaining in the first, did not return. Kobe Williams loses handle. LSU ball.
Here's what I loved about Reed. Watch the patience. With some freshmen, they got like hot potato. He did a good job of getting to his spot, getting to his move, and Kenneth Lofton knows something about a left-handed jump hook. That's his go-to.
Pause for poise is the turn of phrase that Will Wade says he uses with his bigs, and that Efton Reed has embodied from the day he set foot on campus. What a feed! Backdoor Wilkinson! And just like that, it's at 4. unanswered for LSU. Lofton off the overplay. 3-ball, Willis.
Basket here, you might see timeout Louisiana Tech.
Wide open. Murray misses and a foul, looking for the loose ball.
And this guy is a 7-foot freshman. I repeat, a freshman. We saw the lefty jump hook, and then excellent recognition by Reed, kind of feeling that defense. Here comes the help. He knows where his teammate's going to be. Able to finish. But he picks up his third foul. Now he's going to go to the bench, John.
Will Wade gave him a fist bump as he subbed out. Let's see how that changes things. Eason, LSU's leading scorer on the year, is in. Took them a lot longer to get him into the first. We didn't have a dead ball for the first 8 minutes or so. Lofton gets fed way away from the cup. Snaps it off to Christensen and one. Xavier Christian with a chance in a three-point play.
I was waiting for someone to cut. They gave it to Lofton. I felt like everybody just stood around and watched him. There was the cut. Lofton's a really good decision maker because you can see in so many double teams, he normally makes the right play. He's going to catch a little bit of a blow here before the 16-minute timeout. I'd be surprised if we see him again. But that was a huge basket to stop the bleeding for Louisiana Tech.
And one free throw is good. Eric Conkle challenged up this year. Played Alabama out of the gates. Got blown out. Played NC State. Played them close. It's a game that saw Lofton go nuts. Pinson. Opposite Wilkinson, who can shoot. Days, rhythm. Rim it in.
Now with no Lofton out there, I think this becomes Kobe Williams. 24 has got to be really aggressive.
Archibald. Eason's got it. Three ball. Big bucket. Brandon Murray. Time out.
LSU had a rough first half where they shot 29%. But the bounce of the ball will start the second half. And then another three from the corner. Here come the Tigers.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
Since being the first to make wipers over a century ago, Trico has protected drivers in all kinds of weather. Torrential downpours, gale force winds, wintry blasts, even when it's raining cats and dogs. Hey, who came up with that phrase anyway? Just imagine if it actually started... Alright. No matter what the conditions, Trico wipers maintain maximum windshield contact for safe, clear driving visibility, even in the harshest weather metaphors.
The great thing about the app is we're going to get happy hour pricing on our drinks.
That's right.
No matter what time.
It's happy hour every hour.
Let's be honest. Anytime I see a discount, I'm going to go for it.
Right.
I don't care what it is. I have to have that.
Yeah. Anything that is half price tastes twice as good, right?
Right?
Christmas trees try so hard. Lights and ornaments and little choo-choo trains, come on. The best trees, they kind of only need two things. Peanut butter and chocolate. Not sorry, Reese's.
On the season finale of Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Another season almost in the books.
Yep, it's gonna be a long off season.
Off season?
What do we do in the off-season?
Off-season?
Relax.
We don't stop existing when the season ends.
Yeah, it's not like we live in some fictional town that's part of some elaborate marketing campaign.
What would it even be for? Dr. Pepper?
We're real people. It's not like we're the ice-cold Dr. Pepper guy.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
In the second half, LSU has come out strong.
And they had a really strong game plan to get the ball inside to Reed. He made a bucket and a good decision, and then I thought this was a huge shot. You know, a shot like that bounces in, you start to believe, and then the shot before the timeout, Brandon Murray buries the three. Will Wade, his team all season long has faced adversity and still standing at 10-0.
They trailed in this one by as many as 13. That was 18-5 in the first half. They trailed by 15 against Georgia Tech when they had sat dormant due to exams. Hadn't played in over a week. Sprung to life in the second. They looked a little listless for stretches, directionless in the first half. Late stage first half, start of the second, they look like they have far more purpose.
Well, they were still were within single digits, even though that first half was their worst half of the year, and they've come out and played with a purpose here to start the second half. Now, if you're Louisiana Tech, I think you got to go down low to Lofton. I don't know why they keep getting away from that. Even if you get him a touch, he's such a good passer as well.
Lofton shapes up, flashing in the lane, guarded by Eason. 6 to shoot, Archibald slashing end line, in and out. He thought he was fouled. Pinson, no look alley-oop, and Williams disrupts, takes it away from the much bigger Eason. Sprinting down the floor. Right at Wilkinson, whose length alters the shot. Feathery touch to Eason, right at Lofton. He has no fear against the Bulldog big man.
Back and forth we go. Kobe Williams is a bit out of control. Lofton's got to do a better job. You see he was kind of in between there. He was between like taking a charge and blocking the shot. You know, as a defender, you got to make up your mind. I think if he would have taken the charge there and fell down, he might have got that call. If he would have went straight up, he might have got that call. Instead, Easton gets the free throw line.
And converts on the first. Eason transferred in from Cincinnati. As Gaines joins the floor in favor of Murray. And there's the first lead of the game for LSU. Offensive foul.
Yeah, Pinson, right when he felt some contact there with Kobe Williams saying, I didn't extend his arm, referee thought so, and now LSU looking to build on their first lead of the game.
Hand checking using an arm bar. One of the points of emphasis that was brought up in the officiating video this week. Eason smooth.
Will Wade got Easton on the court a lot earlier here in the second half than he did in the first half. He's been a difference maker for the Tigers. They have their largest lead up 3.
A 14-3 run. It feels like the defense is suffocating now. Archibald kicks corner, Willis wide open. Oh, they needed that bucket. Tie game. Eason. Willis wants it opposite, wide open down the floor. Lofton buried in the corner and double teamed, and a travel.
The Battle of Louisiana. LSU is down 8 at half. They've showed a lot of guts and a lot of guile. They went up 3, but Louisiana Tech responded. We got a good one down south.
Huh. Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every great play starts the night before. My Sleep Number 360 smart bed tracks my circadian rhythm, average heart rate, and breathing rate, so I know how well I'm sleeping. It's also temperature balancing, so I stay cool. And it senses my movement and automatically adjusts to help keep me comfortable all night. Sleep Number takes care of the science, so I can focus on other things. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number.
Innovation usually looks something like this. But what if it didn't? What if it looked like a family truck that powers a family home? Or an ordinary drive made extraordinary? Let's change what innovation looks like. From floating around in your own personal space capsule up here to what we could build for all Americans down here.
These little cups would make great stocking stuffers. But how about right now in your mouth stuffers? Happy holidays to your mouth. Not sorry. Reese's.
You have 3 burgers. You sharing, you eating all 3.
No, I'm eating them all.
You wouldn't share your burger with me?
Not this burger.
The burgers you make at your house? Yeah, we can share that. That's no problem. Sonic garlic butter bacon burger.
What if I'm hungry?
Absolutely not.
Tied at 41, LSU and Louisiana Tech. To help people affected by the southern and Midwest tornadoes, text tornadoes to 90999 to give $10 to the American Red Cross Southern and Midwest Tornadoes Relief. All even. Louisiana Tech is led by as many as 13. LSU did not know a lead until minutes before our last break, but LSU was on the second half. Eric Conkle was working referee Doug Sermon some while we were away, feeling that Kenneth Lofton Jr. was hit and did not turn over on a travel. That was called. Efton Reed double. Passes out of it to Fudge. And an offensive foul. Willis took the charge, and did he catch a sneaker to the face afterwards? Inadvertent, but he came up clutching at his face. Continues to wipe just below his nose.
And I think the last thing he thought was going to happen today was the sneaker to the face. Hopefully he's okay. The 6'3" sophomore from Texas. But smart play there. You see that shoulder dip as a defender. You know he's at your mercy then.
Stewart wanted it on high. Christian. Eric Conkle is asking the Bulldog fans to get up. Reed gets doubled. And Christian's got it. Lofton. And one.
He's big, he's burly, but he's got soft hands and great body control there by Kenneth Lofton, not barreling over the defender. Great catch, gets through a strong hand. And then some cheerleader love as well. That's awesome.
He took gold with the U19 Team USA squad over the summer, playing for Jamie Dixon. He did not technically win the MVP, Yet most of the numbers and his performances in the biggest games, including the gold medal game, he was probably the best player representing the U.S. And there's a look at him against France. And he came to play in a big way. Able to lift that gold. He was teammates with Chet Holmgren, the #1 recruit in the country. Now with Gonzaga. It was Holmgren who was named MVP, but he took to Instagram afterward and said the real MVP was Lofton.
And just hanging out with him a few minutes before the game is, Eric Conkle's trying to get him a rest here because you got a TV timeout coming at the under 12-minute mark. He's just got such a fantastic demeanor about him, and you may see the tight jersey and the shirt underneath. Eric Conkle's been so impressed. He dropped 25 pounds since he came to school. He's down 10% of his body fat. Earlier in his career, he couldn't possibly play 30 minutes. Now he's consistently playing 30 minutes, and to think that he's only a freshman.
And a technical foul was just given. Another flop here. Darius Days, longtime staple of this LSU team. This is called a flop. So Archibald shoots the technical free throws.
I love the flopping call. Need to clean up the game because it's hard enough to referee, but then you got kind of wink-wink plays where everyone's trying to kind of Humphrey Bogart that is, the referees and act.
Did you ever flop in your day?
Yes, every chance I could get. But what I'm saying, it's not good for the game. But it's on a level now that it's like, you could get away with a little bit of something, but now if someone gets hit, it's like they've been in a car accident. It's like, dude, the guy just hit you in the shoulder.
Reed back in, Lofton on the bench. Each has 3 fouls. Willis, 3-ball off, gains the hopping rebound.
If you're a Conkle, you gotta like that shot, though. Dribble penetration led to an open 3. LSU, they've had too many breakdowns defensively.
Days. Willis, nice feed to Archibald, right down the lane. Denied. And a step out of bounds by Bud.
I love the aggressive attacking nature, but you got to make that. I mean, there's no other way to say it. You go into your right hand, you're an experienced player, you're 5th year, second on the team in scoring. Like, nobody fouled you. You got to make that shot.
Bradford and Williams back. Christian subs away. Stewart dribbled into trouble. Hunter, smooth. LSU hasn't hit a field goal in over 3 minutes. And a foul. Efton Reed's got 4 with 12 minutes to go.
I thought this was an easy call. See him move out there, and especially Kobe Williams sold it. That's a really easy call. Freshman moment there. As Reed, when he's been on the floor, he's been effective, but now with his 4th foul, LSU is going to be forced to go smaller, playing Easton along with Days. They had a lot of success with that. No Kenneth Lofton. We're going to see him at the under 12-minute mark for Louisiana Tech.
Willis doubled, coughs it up to a teammate. Williams slicing down the lane, feeds corner. Stewart for 3. Weak side Days. Pinson is back on for the Tigers. His unblemished record, 6 in peril. They have trailed most of the game. Murray hanging, missing. Bradford left the dribble prone. Numbers for LSU. Eason. Days puts it home. Eason slow to get up. And a noticeable limp for Eason as he trails up the floor.
A smart play there by Pinson to take the foul, although that's team foul number 6. LSU is trying to claw back into this game. They still trail by 3.
Since being the first to make wipers over a century ago, Trico has protected drivers in all kinds of weather. Torrential downpours, gale force winds, wintry blasts, even when it's raining cats and dogs. Hey, who came up with that phrase anyway? Just imagine if it actually started... Alright. No matter what the conditions, Trico wipers maintain maximum windshield contact for safe, clear driving visibility, even in the harshest weather metaphors.
You have 3 burgers. You sharing, you eating all 3.
No, I'm eating them all.
You wouldn't share your burger with me.
Not this burger.
The burgers you make at your house?
Yeah, we could share that. That's no problem.
Sonic garlic butter bacon burger.
What if I'm hungry?
Absolutely not.
It's your Uncle Cooper. Your SUV is a multi-purpose tool, like these Cooper rugged Treks. And with dual sidewalls, it's like having a multi-tool that can look like a completely different multi-tool. Go with the Coopers.
The more we do with our phones, the more network quality and reliability matter. And only Verizon has been the most awarded for network quality 27 times in a row. That means the best experience with calls, texts, and data usage of any major carrier, according to customers. There's only one best network. The only one ranked #1 in reliability 16 times in a row. We are building 5G right.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Christmas trees try so hard. Lights and ornaments and little choo-choo trains, come on. The best trees, they kind of only need 2 things. Peanut butter and chocolate. Not sorry, Reese's.
Meeting between LSU and Louisiana Tech. Only once has Louisiana Tech topped LSU. 1988 in overtime by a deuce. Each of those teams made the NCAA tournament that year.
From a ranking standpoint, where would you put this up there as far as program win for Eric Conkle?
For Eric Conkle, I would think there's a strong chance you can make this #1. And he has won a lot of games, 137 in 7 years. He's won 20 or more 5 times in his first 6. Got a contract extension this summer through the 25-26 campaign, but to beat an unbeaten 3rd in the net, top 20 in the country in the AP LSU team, that's tough to top. 4 to shoot. Williams up fake, got Days in the air. And it falls short, caught by LSU before the shot clock violation. Gaines feeds corner, extra pass, Pinson, wing 3, smooth. Pinson cracked 1,000 points as a collegian earlier in the week, including his time at Mizzou.
So it was all set up by Gaines, though. He's been a difference maker.
Ugly turnover, Days trying to chin and spin, a jump ball comes. It'll be LSU ball.
And this is one of the better possessions LSU had all game. Gaines has been awesome off the bench defensively with steals on that time, dribble penetration. The ball finds Pinson. He makes a big shot. We're knotted up.
Pinson, by the way, plans to be a radio or TV announcer.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Here's why I don't want you to do it. He'll take my job. Pinson, I got bills to pay, buddy.
Well,
I got 2 kids.
He's from Chicago. He went to Simeon Academy. You've been a Chicago resident since your collegiate days at Northwestern.
What a great high school home of Derrick Rose, Jabari Parker, made famous by Ben Wilson. He's been outstanding here. Just that leadership for Will Wade's group. I asked Will Wade, are you surprised? What's the one word that could describe a 10 of those start, a ranking of 19? He just said satisfied. I was hoping actually for a little bit more. Were you okay with that?
I like it. That shows swagger to me. Satisfied. That's like bare minimum. That's how much he thinks there could still be to come as the players are acting as the floor crew here, toweling up the wet spots. Now they have a gauntlet to begin SEC play. The league is tough as it is. And they are taking on their top in-league competition right out of the gate. Auburn gets it ignited, and the schedule is not very forgiving for the first 3 weeks.
There are some colorful, I repeat, colorful sneakers out there. Some orange, some blues, some fluorescent blues. I love it. Pink.
Williams with 2 on the timer, rattles away, Lofton.
He's like a big amoeba down there. He just like dwarfs into people and falls over and just has the ball and lays it in.
Well, you had asked Eric Conkle, did you look to any unique sources for the unique talent that he has? And he talked about a talent he had already had experience with. Pinson right at Lofton, whistle and foul. That'll be 4. And that was Jai Lewis, who was the big man, very similar to Lofton, that led George Mason to the Final Four in 2006.
Yeah, I mean, just look how he worked there and just kind of adjusted his body. But this is a big, pivotal moment here. His 4th foul. He's pleading. I thought it was a good call. He has to do a better job defensively of committing to going with his hands up and down, north and south. He's turned his body once, he came down on someone. That just makes it an easy call for the official, especially on a big guy. And this is something to mark down here. 50 now to 49, him going to the bench with his 4th foul.
So obviously score dictates a lot. How long do you plan on him sitting on the bench?
I'd bring him back at the 6-minute mark. So that's my goal. But if this thing starts to spiral out of control, maybe it's under the 8th timeout. I would not sit him too long.
Pinson converts, ties it up. 4 fouls for Lofton.
Now it becomes, the Archibald show. And Louisiana Tech, they've had great success of getting into the lane and finding shooters.
Archibald turns it over, gave it away to Fudge, and then the foul. That'll be Archibald's 2nd.
Nice play here by Fudge. Anticipation. When your star player gets their 4th foul, it takes a little mojo away from your squad. In the first possession, they turn it over to Louisiana Tech.
Correction, make that his 1st foul. Eason finds Wilkinson. Murray. Off the up fake, baseline drive.
Murray came out in warm-ups with a Nirvana shirt on.
That caught your eye.
I had to say something to him. I said, "What's up with the shirt?" He goes, "I like the drip." I'm going to tell him right now, with that drive, I like the drip. But he was not well-versed in any Kurt Cobain songs.
Jumper off for Bradford. Pinson to the table. Gaines opposite, flips it to his bench.
All right, Murray here smells like, well, LSU spirit as he drives in, and I would consider that a dunk. That's called the Chris Mullen dunk, when you kind of lay it over the rim and just grab the rim. It's not really a dunk, but it's close.
Dunk, not dunk, come as you are.
There we go. There we go.
Archibald, by the way, had 8 points in the first 8 minutes. He has not scored since. He's bringing it up here. Defended by Pinson, who was subbed back in.
You got to keep playing if you're Louisiana Tech. This possession took forever to get into.
Hunter wants it on the block. Willis slips in. Another layup miss, and Days has it for LSU. Wilkinson. Pinson off. Friendly fire won by Willis.
You can see Louisiana Tech right now, they're looking a bit gassed. So you got an under 8 timeout coming here. I would want Kobe Williams trying to attack the basket. 24 in white.
Archibald picks it up, needs some help, 10 to shoot. Christian. Hunter wants it again. 4 to shoot, Archibald. A whistle. Archibald hit by Eason, a one-possession game. It's coming down to it.
A spooky Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Sheriff, come quick. Rico's about to enter the transfer portal.
Rico, you don't need to transfer.
Have you seen the latest depth chart? I'd be lucky to play it down this year.
But you're only a sophomore. There's still time.
Rico's time is now.
You know, never really saw much upside with Rico.
Hey, anybody need a punter?
We're good.
Oh, brought Dr. Pepper.
Welcome to state.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
It's not 1,000 lights twinkling that makes their holidays special. It's you. And 20 volts whirring, 10 dishes warming, 8 guests arriving, 42 inches rolling, 1 million leaves blowing, or 1 gift card gifting. If you can't make up your mind, make the holidays yours with a little help from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
I need 3 Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wraps.
Adding Fritos. Order up.
Sonic Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap.
This holiday, Verizon has the deal that gets better and better and better.
Get iPhone 13 Pro on us when you trade in your old or damaged phone.
Better.
Hey, and up to $1,000 when you switch. Because everyone deserves better.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
These little cups would make great stocking stuffers. But how about right now in your mouth stuffers? Happy holidays to your mouth. Not sorry. Reese's.
Coming up next, more top 25 action. St. Louis takes on a red-hot 13th ranked Auburn squad, followed by a nightcap in Reno. Nevada meets Loyola Marymount, 11 Eastern. Catch it all here on CBS Sports Network. Bruce Pearl is back after a 2-game suspension. SEC cooking with gas. It'll be LSU and Auburn when those Tigers open league play.
Yeah, I think the deepest conference in college basketball. And you got a lot of big physical teams, ton of athletes here in the SEC. And Auburn had an amazing win over Houston. How did they follow that up? Not so amazing performance against Memphis. You know, with the real Tigers, please stand up. They got a lot of talent there. But this is going to be each and every game. This is what you want from Will Wade. This is a conference-like game. It's been physical. It's been tough. Guys have been in foul trouble. Reed is back out there with 4 fouls.
Archibald at the line. looking for his first point since the first 8 minutes of the game. On the radio broadcast for LSU, head coach John Brady, who the last time LSU began 11-0, he was the steward in 99-2000. They went to the Sweet 16 that year, lost to Wisconsin. He later led LSU to the Final Four in 2006.
And I ran into him at halftime as we headed to a break, and I basically stole his analysis. I said, what did you think of the first half, coach? And then whatever he said, I just regurgitated out. So that's all I do, John. I just go out there and plagiarize everybody. 2 hours later, I collect the paycheck.
Northwestern, huh? Archibald for the third free throw. He hits them all. And Louisiana Tech takes the lead back. The Bulldogs hadn't scored in nearly 3 minutes. They get 3 points at the line.
Well, if I'm LSU, I'm going to Days. He's been a difference maker, 4 in purple.
Efton Reed is back with 4 fouls. Lofton remains on the Bulldogs bench with 4. Reed sweeping past Hunter, but misses. And a foul in pursuit of a loose ball. It is bonus. Wilkinson's got his second. And a Louisiana Tech team that has missed 5 of its first 12 at the line will have another chance here for 1-1.
You got to be smarter there if you're Wilkinson. I thought Reed got away with a walk. Wasn't called. And now Eric Conkle's team, we talked about their star player, Kenneth Lofton Jr. is on the bench. Now you're able to delay that even more, but got to make free throws if you're going to pull off an upset.
Now Archibald is standing at the line, but LSU doesn't believe that Archibald should be shooting. Doug Sermon says, yes, he is. Archibald just canned 3. He was an all-state quarterback in his high school days. And he converts, and I found it interesting. You asked Eric Conkle, do you address the idea of winning this game? What that looks like, what that means. And he said they do that all the time.
You got to see it to believe it. I mean, I love the confidence here. No Louisiana Tech players at the free throw line.
And is that part of it? Envisioning victory by having everyone sitting back.
It worked.
No look to the corner. Hits heel. Days, the weak side board. Drop step short. Loose ball off Reed's hands, out of bounds.
Days has just been, his motor's been out of this world. That's 14 rebounds for Darius Days. Just not able to convert. See him coming flying in here. Maybe he could have taken an extra dribble, got better position, but then off Reed's head/shoulder. They're going to send Reed to the bench with 4 fouls, and this is an enormous possession for Louisiana Tech. Why? Gives you a 2-possession lead, as well as you're able to keep Lofton on the bench with those 4 fouls. You see Darius Days, another double-double. Him and Easton have really been a difference maker. The bench for LSU outscoring Louisiana Tech 19-4.
Offense has been slight of late. Bulldogs haven't hit a field goal in 3.5 minutes. LSU is 0 for its last 4 and hasn't scored a point in 2.5 minutes. What LSU does incredibly well is strip the basketball. Tips, steals, they turn you over. Right down the lane, offensive foul.
A great job getting outside the lane there. Is that Gaines? Man, he's just been everywhere. He's got 3 steals. Excellent job stepping in. As you can see, Archibald, he was determined to get to the rim.
Easton screens, Pinson denies, floats it up, drains it with a kiss. 1-point game. There is Gaines smothering Kobe Williams. He leads this LSU team in deflections. He is an excellent on-ball defender.
I mean, look at his arms. Amazing length, and he has used it in this game. He already has 3 steals.
Jump pass up the floor. Christian can't handle. Out of bounds. LSU is one of 7 Division I squads in the country undefeated. Baylor, Arizona, USC, San Francisco, Colorado State, Iowa State. Among them, Iowa State plays tomorrow. Colorado State had its game canceled today. All others in action today. Eason Euro down the lane. Foul.
Tough move. He knew he had a freshman on him and did a great job of basically changing speed as well as direction to get a chance to get to the free throw line, because I even thought he was going to drive right there, and then he was able to kind of Euro step and get himself to the free throw line.
You had said you thought Lofton maybe around 6 minutes. Haven't seen him yet. Still a super tight game. Do you wait to the under 4 if it's within a possession?
I think he's waving, put me in, put me in. Here's the deal. If I'm a head coach, which I'm not, I'm just a bad broadcaster. If I'm a head coach, I'm rolling my best player out of the court. Like, I'm pulling the trigger. That was where my mind was at. I get him back out there. I don't love the possessions Louisiana Tech has had, but LSU keeps bailing them out, fouling them, and sending them to the free throw line.
6 ties, 4 lead changes. Bulldogs led it by as many as 13. LSU did not know a lead in the entire first half.
There's not much going on here for Louisiana Tech offensively. That's why I would have put Lofton out there.
Archibald, a prayer. Off heel, rebound, Hunter, airballs it. LSU 10-0, winning by an average of 26 points per, getting its biggest test of the season. Days, rainbow in and out. And the Tigers have now missed on 8 of their last 9. Both teams look tired and rudderless.
Yeah, just a lot of standing around for Louisiana Tech. Check their offense right now. Nobody's moving.
Stewart ready to sub in. Willis cuts Cup. Murray funnels to Pinson. Dangerous pass finds Eason. Oh, what a cut!
Eric Conkle's going to wait to this under 4 timeout, but they just have nothing going offensively. I think he waited a little too long with Lofton on the bench.
You can see Lofton there standing just behind the bench next to the scorer's table. Williams hesitates. A contested 2 off.
Yeah, because now a basket here, you're down 2 possessions, maybe even 5 points. It's a hard thing to do. It's easy for me to say sitting over here, but he's waiting for the under 4 timeout, and here it is right here.
LSU calls timeout. Louisiana Tech hasn't scored in over 3 minutes. You gotta think Lofton will be back on the floor when we're back. A tight one and an undefeated record on the line.
It's a tradition unlike any other. The Masters, this April on CBS.
Looking to give someone the perfect gift? Scan the QR code and you'll discover hovering lamps that will mesmerize them. Electric bikes they'll get a charge out of. Chess sets that will capture their imagination. Hanging fireplaces they'll instantly warm to. Carbon fiber speakers that will leave them speechless. Or give that special someone a Touch of Modern gift card and let them discover the perfect gift themselves at touchofmodern.com.
When you know it's time to get back in shape, Total Gym makes it easy to take the first step, then the second, and the third. It works your entire body with over 80 different exercises. Using your body weight as resistance, it delivers cardio and strength training in every workout. Total Gym won't just change how you feel, it'll change your future. Total Gym is ready to ship. Get yours today. Go to TotalGymDirect.com for special offers.
One car accident. Everything just fell apart. My car insurance dropped me. I got a ticket for driving uninsured, so I couldn't drive to work. Now I'm behind on the rent. What's next?
Need car insurance? A bad driving record doesn't have to stop you. Get coverage for as little as $20 down with Good to Go auto insurance and proof of insurance on the spot. Visit goodtogo.com and get things back on track. Visit goodtogo.com. That's good, the number 2, go.com.
Time now to see who is the toughest on the court, brought to you by Gorilla Glue. Darius Days getting it done, a double-double. He has really caught your eye this half.
He has been relentless on both ends of the floor, attacking the glass. 15 rebounds, 7 of those offensive. It's always nice when you get a bounce like that. John, he opened up the season first 3 games. He was averaging over 23 a game, shooting 60% from the field. Over the last 7, has struggled. His points per game right around 10, but he has been a difference maker in the game. Kenneth Lofton Jr. back out there now.
For those of you tuning in for 13th ranked Auburn at St. Louis, you will find it online, cbssports.com/CBSSN as soon as it tips off. And of course, we'll get you out there immediately after the conclusion of this game. LSU has only led for a little less than 3.5 minutes. Can the Tigers tie or take the lead? Gaines feeds corner. Murray wide open. Air ball. Out of bounds. Louisiana Tech ball.
That's a great look. Good dribble penetration. Gaines once again. Got in the lane. Will Wade's got to be thrilled with that. Murray just missed the shot. If you're going to win conference games with 6 teams ranked in your conference, you're going to have to make that shot.
Here comes Archibald. Lofton playing with 4 fouls. Hard screen on Murray.
Well, this is easy. Get 2 and White the ball.
Christian finds Lofton. Up fake. And Eason, not baffled, denies him at the doorstep.
So one more dribble, Lofton could have relocated and got the shot he wanted. Great defense there by Eason.
Days rainbow miss. Archibald jogs up the floor. Christian took a tumble off ball. He's slow up the floor. Lofton slithers end line. Reverse! Tied to the window! The footwork for the big man is sensational. Eason! What a roll! This matches LSU's largest lead on a day dominated by the Bulldogs. Stewart, Lofton just standing off that left block. Now comes to the ball. Archibald behind the screen, 4 to shoot, bad pass, Williams somehow saved it. 3 ball, in and out, and a rebound. Days behind Lofton.
You still got to keep playing if you're LSU. If this is where when you milk the clock like this, everyone gets out of rhythm from an offensive standpoint.
Eason. And 1.
Will Wade spotted the matchup he wanted. Kenneth Lofton Jr. with 4 fouls. He gave it to his leading scorer and said, "Feed the horse."
Eason to the line. Day's career-high 17th rebound was the trigger on that possession. Rims away. LSU has its largest lead. What are you looking for?
Aggressive early. Louisiana Tech standing around a lot. Half court on offense. Got to go make something happen.
Lofton wants it. Wilkinson fronts hard. Williams to Lofton, gets triple team. Day strips it away. And a travel. Now a foul was being called on the baseline that would have fouled Lofton off. But on the near sideline, lead official Doug Sermons overruled and said travel.
Great job by LSU corralling the ball, and then it was like he just slid along the floor here. The Days has been all over the place. Fans don't like the call.
There was a raised fist for foul on the baseline, but the overrule said travel.
We've seen a ton of bodies on the floor. This has been a conference game-like, March Madness-like atmosphere here between these two schools. LSU just making more plays down the stretch.
Watch the baseline left. There was a raised fist, and then you could see Doug Sermons hand motioning to our baseline official and saying, no, 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 steps. The 13th ranked Auburn at St. Louis game is underway, now available. CBSSports.com/CBSSN. We'll get you out there soon as this one wraps up. Alex Del Barrio, Avery Johnson on the call. Will Wade's team has trailed most of the game by as many as 13, and there are still issues with the floor. There was a piece of floor that was uneven minutes before the game. There was a big 2x4 wrapped in sandpaper that was grinding down the part of the floor just off the far elbow, front court left.
Yeah, well, it's the first game ever on this floor, and you can see the guys lending a foot in there. A beautiful setup here. I absolutely love it. But like the first in anything, going to be some adjustments with due time.
Williams calls the break. Christian up the wing, Willis.
They're moving with a purpose here, Louisiana Tech. That's what they need to do.
Each team 2 timeouts. We approach 1 minute. Christian telegraph pass, stolen away. There's that man again, Eric Gaines.
Just been a massive X factor all over the floor with those 46/47 sleeves.
Now Gaines with the ball. Clock on the Tiger side. Eason. Oh!
A toast to friends, family,
and Zelle. A great way to send money to those same friends and family pretty much wherever they bank. As Grandma always says, Zelle's and a lot of banking apps, probably yours. Truer words have never been spoken. To Zelle.
To Zelle.
I'm sorry, the holidays always make me emotional.
Oh, it's okay, babe.
Oh, Brussels sprouts came out perfect.
Zelle. Look for it in your banking app.
Brent Stover in New York. The Auburn-St. Louis game is underway and streaming live at CBSSports.com/CBSSN. Alex Del Barrio, Avery Johnson are standing by. About 3 minutes in from St. Louis. We'll get you out there as soon as you guys are done.
A 12-2 run for LSU, and what an exclamation point from Tari Eason.
Yeah, great job pushing through and then using that rim for the monster finish. He's made every big play, bounced in a three-point play, and then massive hammer time.
Time Wilton. Willis, 3 ball. Weak side Gaines, foul, 25.7. And Tim, we're on our way, barring a bit of a miracle, to a final score that will not be indicative of what most of today has been.
You know, it was a 50-48 lead for Louisiana Tech when that man, Kenneth Lofton Jr., picked up his 4th foul. From that point on, Louisiana Tech could only muster 7 points over the last 10 minutes of this game. Can't really say you deserve to win. So they just struggled to score. I don't know if they made 3 field goals over the 10 minutes. I know they went to the free throw line a bunch, but they really went into struggling in a half-court offense without their star big man. This guy's been fantastic. The 6'2" sophomore from Georgia. And he changed the game as LSU's bench. How great have they been, John?
Excellent, and it's a little misleading. Eason is their leading scorer. He plays starter minutes. He comes off the bench, and he's had a big day. But yes, their depth is certainly on display. Williams. And there's another rebound for Darius Days. This is not anything new for Will Wade's Tigers. Their defense allows them to gnaw into deficits. And you wonder where they would be if they had Adam Miller, who transferred in from Illinois, an outstanding outside shooter. That's one of their weaknesses that could be exposed in league play or in the NCAA tournament. But defense travels everywhere, and they have it not only through their 5, but through a good portion of their bench.
Be interesting to see if Louisiana Tech fouls if they miss.
LSU from down 13 ends the game in dominant fashion. The Tigers are 11-0. For Tim Doyle and our entire crew, I'm John Sadak. This has been a presentation of CBS